Okay, so one of the trickiest topics in math is long division. The first thing I'm going to ask you to do, or at least think of, is start to get knowing the vocabulary. Knowing that the first number is called your dividend, and then your second number is called your divisor, and then your answer is going to be your quotient. It's good to know, and also, if you watch videos, a lot of times they're going to use words like dividend, divisor, and quotient, and that's going to help you a lot when you're talking about decimals, and then help you even more when you're talking about fractions, because whenever you start dividing fractions, it gets really tricky. Key things: dividend goes in the house. Well, I'll do it a different color. Dividend goes in the house, divisor goes outside the house, and then whenever you're dividing, you can add as many zeros as you need. Now, most of the time, they're going to stop at the hundredths place, which means if it's a decimal, it's going to stop at like decimal, place value, place value, place value. And you can add as many zeros as need be, but you can add zeros until the end of time. Now, whenever you're doing long division, usually remainders stop in about the third grade. They might use them with fractions some, but usually remainders stop in third grade. And we're going to discuss in a later video repeating decimals or repeating answers in a quotient. So this is how I do it. I ask myself, okay, I go place value by place value. I ask myself, how many times can 6 go into 2? Can 6 go into 20? No, it can't. You can put a 0 to say it didn't go in at all. What I like to do is just leave it blank, and I just extend it and say, well, can 6 go into 20? Yes. How many times without going over? I know if I skip count by 6, 6, 12, 18, 24. 24 is too much, so we can go into it 3 times. 3 times 6 is 18. And then I subtract. What is 20 minus 18? That is 2. And I bring down the next number. And I'm asking myself now, how many times, I'll do it in a different color, green, how many times can 6 go into 27? If I skip count by 6, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, it can go in there 5 times without going over. 4 times without going over. 4 times 6 is 24. And then 24 minus 27 minus 24 is 3. Now this is where it becomes a third grade thing. You say, okay, you can go in there 34 times, and I have a remainder of 3. That'll work with third grade stuff, totally not a problem. But once you get into like the bigger stuff, older stuff, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, you can't do that. You have to act like, okay, I'm going to have a decimal. What I like to do is whatever your teacher is saying, go to the tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, I go ahead and put my decimals out there. And if I don't need them, afterwards I can just erase them. I know in 5th grade with us, we say, okay, you got to go at least out to the thousandths place. So I go out that far, I extend this, and I put my decimal up here. And I'm bringing it down, change up the color, blue. How many times can 6 go into 3, but can 6 go into 30? Well, I know that works out perfectly. 6 can go into 30 5 times perfectly. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 minus 30 is 0. I'm done, and I didn't even need those. Now, if you're on a test and you want to check your work, all you got to do is multiply. I'll highlight it. All you got to do is multiply this number times this number, and if you got it right, you're going to get this number. And just to show you we got it correct, I'll work it out. I'll do it all the way over here. 34.5 times 6. If you need a review, I did a video on this earlier. Jump my decimal, I jumped it one place. 1 times 5 is 30. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 3 is 27. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2 is 20. And we jumped the decimal back one place value. So yes, we did get it correct. Make sure to follow. We got some more videos coming up. Thanks, guys.